Brought to you by SAP. SAP helps companies run like never before. Learn more by visiting us online.
Welcome back. You're watching Tech at Work, where we show you how business is putting technology to work. I'm Dumisha Makhangel. Now, staying with the World Economic Forum, as part of the discussions around innovation, the future of education was also a focal point, specifically the concept of e-learning. Now, Natascha Jacobsz spoke with MIT professor and founder of EdX, Anant Agarwal, to discuss what his organization was doing in this part of the education spectrum.
It's of course day 2 of the World Economic Forum's meeting of the new champions in Dalian, China. And of course innovation has been the key theme of this year's conference. Innovation in education, also a big subtopic. And I'm now joined by Anant Agarwal, the president of EdX. Anant, welcome.
Thank you.
Now, they say an educated nation is an empowered nation, and we've seen the face of education change drastically over the last past few years. Of course, online education or e-learning, and of course you play in this space. Tell us a bit about EdX.
EdX is a non-profit. We offer online learning. We offer free courses to learners all over the world. They can take great courses from universities like Harvard, MIT, Georgetown, Tsinghua University, Peking University in China, and so on. And they can take great courses in subjects like physics and mathematics and law and business and humanities and the arts, all for free. If they pass the course, they can get a certificate from the university. We have learners from every country in the world. We have about 1.25 million learners. We have about 90,000 students from Africa alone. So it's very exciting.
Now, Anant, access to education is troubling, and it's tragic that this is still a reality in many countries around the world. Africa being a continent that's part of that. How is e-learning changing the face of access, but given the restraints of still lack of access to broadband on the African continent?
So e-learning is dramatically increasing access to education. It is also improving the quality of education, so we can help improve the quality of education on our campuses at the same time. In Africa, I was just talking to a teacher from Africa just yesterday here in Dalian in China, and she was telling me that 75% of the students in African nations don't have access to a bricks and mortar university, while she said that virtually all Africans have access, mobile phones and access to communications. So if we can take technology and there's access to communications, and somehow parlay that into an educational experience, we can somehow completely change the equation. And with online learning, today we make available access on smartphones and computers and so on, which require broadband access. But as we go ahead, we're going to make it available on mobile devices too. So it won't be very long before you can begin accessing great education on mobile devices.
What do you think is the future of e-learning? Is it the next big wave? Are we seeing the decline and perhaps eventually the demise of traditional universities?
So if you look at what edX is trying to do, we are looking to improve education in both access and quality. Our learners are telling us, even on campus where we teach blended courses, blending online and in person, they are telling us that they prefer the blended and the online experience to a traditional bricks and mortar experience. So our hope is that universities aren't going to go away. We're going to transform them. We're going to make them all that much better by bringing in technology into our campuses. Similarly, we'll increase access to learning for students all over the world. And if our governments and policymakers can move from bricks and mortar philosophies and building more bricks and mortar institutions to more of a bits and bytes philosophy, provide broadband access and communications and devices and things like smartphones and iPads, I think we can really help make a big dent in the access and quality of education around the world.
So from bricks and mortar to bits and bytes.
Absolutely.
Anant Agarwal, thank you very much.
Thank you, my pleasure.